Just want to go over everything real quick
so you can familiarize yourself with the buttons and the functions and all the little things that this camera has to offer. So this is going to be termed the multi-interface shoe.
Right here is the image sensor positional mark.
Here is the hook for the shoulder strap, and there's one on the other side.
Over here is going to be your Wi-Fi sensor.
And that's built in. Right here is your flash, and it pops up using this flash button.
This is your mode dial.
Intelligent auto, superior auto, program auto, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual exposure, memory recall, movie mode, sweep panorama, and scene selection. Right here is your control dial, and so that'll control
various things.
And over here behind the cover, you're going to see a charge lamp, a multi-micro USB terminal, and then an HDMI micro jack. So let's swing back to the back side of this guy. And right here, we have our eye sensor. So it's this little spot right here. If you have the camera on auto viewfinder, it'll switch between here or the screen. That can be annoying depending on how you're holding the camera. If you get your finger or face or anything close to this spot, it'll switch this off thinking that your eye is pressed up against the viewfinder, and it will turn on the viewfinder and turn off this screen. So you can force it to take one or the other or have it be auto, but that's where that sensor resides. This is obviously the viewfinder. This is the eyepiece cup. It's the LCD screen.
This is your diopter adjustment dial.
So you can adjust the diopter adjustment dial to your eyesight until the display appears clearly in the viewfinder. If it's difficult to turn or the diopter adjustment dial, remove the eyepiece cup and then try adjusting the dial.
This is your flash pop-up button.
That's clearly your menu button.
So this AEL button is for shooting, but for viewing, it has a playback zoom function to it.
There's a red button over here. That's your movie button. That's your record button. It's kind of weird. It's kind of out of the way. It doesn't protrude, so I like it. And this is a little icon demonstrating that this, during playback, can send the images to your smartphone. So it's basically like a send to smartphone button. This is your control wheel, and this is a C2 button, so you can actually customize that. And this is clearly the playback button for your images or movies.
So this is the NFC section. So the instructions say, touch the mark when you connect the camera to a smartphone equipped with the NFC function. Near field communication is an international standard of the short-range wireless communication technology.
So it looks like when you insert an AC adapter in here, so it's connected to the wall, but it takes the form of a battery, and you slide it in. It looks like this piece can actually move out of the way, so you can close the battery door while operating this. So then you just have a cord coming out from the camera itself. Okay, what we have here is the
shutter button.
And here is the custom button number
1,
which by its default helps you select which focusing method to use.
And when you're using a remote, this is that infrared sensor.
Let me demonstrate the remote. First, we'll do a single shot. And now I'll show you the other button on there, which is basically a 2-second delay shot. Now, unfortunately, this camera doesn't have like a record button on the remote, but I'll put a link in the description where you can get the remote. And this is your
on and off, like rocker switch.
This is your self-timer lamp. So this is kind of the indicator to tell you when the picture is about to be taken. But it also doubles as an auto-focusing illuminator. So the light photons help create a contrast so the focusing system in the camera can do its job. And there's a button right down here. So to release the lens, you'll depress this button and you'll counterclockwise rotate the lens, and then it should pop off, exposing the sensor underneath and allowing you to switch lenses. And you want to be careful during that time not to let dust or debris or moisture inside. So the one reason your audio is pretty darn good stock is because of these two microphones here. It feels like they give a truer stereo sound. And here's an example.
What's up, guys? Today we've got some ice cream sandwiches. Let's try it out. How do I get this open? Come on. Okay, I've got to do it, do I? Ow, no, I'm not doing that. That's for men. I'm a woman. America.